Today's video is a little different. Today's video kind of hurts, kind of doesn't. It is what it is. But I have some good bad news. Good bad news is M54 is holding on strong. You guys have seen we've done all the maintenance here, and this thing is just a beast. I love this car to death. Runs and drives great. And after all this time, we've actually been able to really make this thing reliable, believe it or not. I think the last issue I had was a rear ABS sensor went out, gave me some crazy faults. I disconnected the ABS pump thinking it might have been that. Switched the sensor out, forgot to plug the pump in all the way, and I drove in for a month trying to figure it out. And then when I had time to look at it, I realized I just had it unplugged to fix that issue. The boost pressure sensor went out a couple months ago, and little things like that. But besides that, those are all things I diagnosed quick. We can get it knocked out. And this thing actually still drove with both those issues. So it's like this thing has actually been very reliable. As you guys know, before we moved to California, I did the water pump. And I did most of the coolant hoses down there. So this thing's still good to go. So all around, this thing has been great to me. I can't complain. It's a sick looking car. You know, I get a lot of thumbs up. A lot of people try to race me and stuff. It is still our $1,500, 335i. And like I said, I don't know if you guys told you, but I built this thing for like $3,800, all said and done. And it's been definitely worth the money. So real quick, I thought I'd do a price breakdown, how much I got it for and how much I paid for everything, just because I like to motivate you guys to get these good deals like I do. Like, not in a million years would you tell me, if it wasn't the fact that I built this by hand, you couldn't tell me you paid $3,800 for this thing, and I wouldn't believe you. And I understand when I tell people cheap prices, they don't believe me, but it's just what I like to do, so we get it done. So for example, the wheels, OEM M3 ZCP competition wheel style 359. They go for around $1,500 used. I got these I traded a set of down pipes, which I got for free, so I'm not counting that. I got these for $240 with one bent rim. Took them home, powder coated them, gloss black, fixed the bent one for $400, all four. So that's like $600. Then I took the M3 wheels I had on it, sold those for $800. So I made $200 profit. So I did the math, and I only paid literally like $300 for these wheels. Front rotors, $100, brand new off marketplace. Genuine, just whatever pads I have. Same thing with the rear. I got the rear rotors for free. Some dude came to BMW and wanted to switch these out for OEM ones because he had just bought the car. I took them. What else? Side skirts, I got them for $10. I used to work at OKQ. We dismounted cars all day, and they don't sell aftermarket parts. So these were obviously M3 style. They didn't know it. I said, hey, these are aftermarket. How much do you want? They were like, oh, now we can't sell them. $10, take them. Hood it's a hail damaged car. Does a little bit of hail damage on the hood, but nothing too serious. Hood, I think I had a roof rack I bought for $100. I posted it. Some dude I had it on my page. He had the hood. I messaged him. He saw the roof rack, said, come swap them. We traded, so we got a free hood essentially. Our $100 hood. Front bumper, same thing. I worked at OKQ. This bumper was torn up here, and I bought it for $10 again because it was a damaged part. And then I found a dude selling a good one for $100. Not sure how I got that, but it's $100. I said, hey, you have it? I'll go right now. I went and bought it, took it, put it on, took the one I had lightly repaired, sold it for $100 because it was still a good bumper, So still $10 hood. I mean, front bumper, I guess you could say. Headlights, same thing. They're just the stock headlights. We blacked them out a while ago. I put aftermarket halo rings in there. It looks pretty good. What else? Moving on to something like the mirror caps. We were sponsored by Max Speeding Rods. I don't know how I feel because this is my first sponsorship, but I guess I'm probably going to keep those for now. Maybe throw them on a future car. I won't really sell them because I don't want to sell them. And then, but yeah, that was my first sponsored mod. That's sick. Moving to the rear. Oh, remember, I bought a 135 in Texas for $4,000. Clean title, 135, had a bunch of mods. I took the coilovers off, put stock suspension on it, sold it for like $8K just because it was a good deal. I couldn't pass on it. So I took the coilovers, the BC coilovers I had, threw them on this car free. So again, I know you guys are like, all right, yeah, you built this for $3,800. You have $1,000 coilovers. Well, I got them for free. So I built it for $3,800. It's obviously worth a lot more. The wheels and the coilovers, it's like $2,500 already. But yeah, like I said, I love those deals. Rear end, as you guys know, LCI taillights. I paid like $300 for these. I bought the parts car a while ago. That had OEM LCIs. I put my aftermarket ones on that car. took the OEM ones, or then I sold the aftermarket ones for like 300 bucks or 250. So I only spent 50 bucks on OEM LCI taillights, trunks OEM, rear bumper. Came to California a few months ago. Some dude was selling his parts car, and I traded him my rear bumper plus 60 bucks for his rear bumper. Not sure how that worked. I just, one of those things where like the opportunity comes up, so you take it. Diffuser, I bought a bumper a while ago. It came with this diffuser, put my stock one on it, sold that for some profit, so I got that for free. What else? Interior wise, we got the white interior we got for, I paid 400 bucks for it. Sold my black interior for 300, so I technically paid 100 bucks for the white interior. We got the steering wheel, another sponsored product by the Me Want steering wheel covers. Looks amazing. I got the Sensport shifter, the manual swap, I forgot. So we did the manual swap for $600. I paid 600 bucks for the whole swap in Austin, Texas. It had like 50,000 miles when I bought it. On the swap, it's on the manual transmission itself, so we did that. We did CIC retrofit. We did the M shifter pedal down there. Man, the mods go on this thing. Black headliner, which we wrapped ourselves, and that really goes it for the interior. And then last but not least is the engine bay. So we got the BMS vacuum canisters. These were a gift from my friend Noor. Probably gonna keep these for the next car. I'm gonna get another one just later down the road. And performance strut bar. I know I'm behind on videos, but I actually got this for $100 from some kid. Not a kid, he was kind of my friend. He was my friend. I'm sorry. My friend, he had this on his car. His dad gave it to him a while ago. Came with the car his dad gave him. He didn't want it, or he didn't care for it. So I was like, give me 100 bucks right now. He said, take it. So we got an M Performance, OEM M Performance strut bar for $100. We have our Turbo Smart diverter valves, came off the parts 135. Intake filters came off the parts 335i. Oil cooler came off the parts 335i. The engine's OEM. We did the oil pan, all the maintenance. Index 12 injectors came off the parts 335i. A bunch of parts I've gotten for free and still made money, so they don't count towards the value. So like I said, at the end of the day, this car, fully built, 3,500 bucks, or 38, sorry. You can't beat that. So now that we kind of know what we have into this car and what some of these parts are worth, we go to the negative part, which is the fact that this car has 207,000 miles. That's right, 207,000 and still climbing. So I picked this car up with 180,000 miles for $1,500 with the blown transmission and bad turbos. That was probably 2 years ago. 180,000 miles, I thought whatever, because I told myself I wanted the cheapest 335i I could find, because no matter what, I'm gonna build something. So while some people would turn away from cars like that, I'm kind of proud of myself now, because I got it telling myself, you know, get the cheapest one you can find, because you're gonna do everything to it anyways. And this is what we have left. Like, this doesn't even look like the same car. I'll probably put a little clip of what it looked like before and then what it looks like now. But we actually built it and finished it. The con is it has 207,000 miles. I posted it up for sale. I do want to sell it only because we have the F30 now, and the F30 parts are not as cheap. And then that's still, you know, a $15,000 to $20,000 car if I wanted to buy one in the market. And we have one right now, so I kind of want to put money into it to get it done, just so we could either sell it or enjoy it for a little bit, get the F chassis out of our way. And I wanted to sell this, but at 207,000 miles, I tried to ask 9,000. Nobody was interested, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure why. I think it's a pretty fair price, especially with all the work we've done, you know, and like the mods. Like, this has $8,500 worth of parts, like sellable parts, like the Index 12 injectors, 700 bucks. The wheels, at least 15, you know, so the money's all there. I just tried asking 9, nobody wanted it, so unfortunately I am going to part this out. And the reason is, like I said, nobody seems to want to offer me a fair price. It is a clean title, Texas title. Nobody seemed too interested, and I think I just want to part it out just because, like I said, if I did the math, and realistically I can easily get 8,500 bucks. I got oh, that's another thing, fuel at stage 3 fuel pump. We got that for free out of the parts car. It's worth like 850 bucks. I posted it for 250. I got like 45 offers on it. So things like that selling fast. So unfortunately we are going to part this out. I'm just posting this video in case anybody wants something off this car, and really just so you guys can kind of keep you updated, because I don't know how I feel about it. I feel a little sad because it's my car, but at the same time, it's worth more in parts, so I'm not losing money. And then it's kind of nice because this car will never be on the streets again. I built it, I enjoyed it, and I'm gonna destroy it. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'm gonna try to sell most things besides the wheels. I might put these wheels on the F30 for a little bit because it has ugly wheels. But for the most part, if I can keep the engine, for example, if I can keep the drivetrain, I will be happy. Because like I said, if this thing's worth 8,500 bucks, whatever I don't sell, whatever I keep, it's still worth money, even sitting in my garage. So like, if I decide to keep some of the interior bits and the drivetrain maybe, and I sell everything else, make like 5 grand, then I can maybe buy another project to put this heart into or something like that. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of just hoping for a best case scenario. But really, I'm just gonna part it out, get rid of it, and start building the F30 because that thing needs a lot of time and a lot of money. So that being said, I hope you guys aren't too mad at me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this car get built. I am in awe still. I can't believe we built this so cheap and so nice for what we started with, which was a $1,500 piece of junk. A car that was essentially garbage. I mean, I don't think anybody would have bought that with the ideas of restoring it, but we obviously had different plans here. That being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting me. And next video you guys see will probably be a time lapse of us tearing this thing apart. I'm gonna use the last bit of gas. Probably gonna do a fat burnout, blow the engine, and then get this strip in it. Thanks for watching.